The Youngevity UK and Europe Show with Dr. Wallach.
Hi, my name's Jonathan Smith. Welcome to the Youngevity UK and Europe Show with Dr. Wallach. Each week we'll go through the Dead Doctors Don't Lie show and handpick information regarding people's specific health concerns. So listen now as Dr. Wallach gives his expert advice on how to deal with the root cause of illness and disease nutritionally. If you would like further information on the products recommended in the show, they can be found in the description below the video. Enjoy the show.
The Youngevity UK and Europe Show.
The question comes up, why did we decide to come up and create the Healthy Start Pack? The Healthy Start Pack actually has 248 nutrients in it, I think, 115 berries, fruits, and vegetables. We don't have V8, we have V115, plus the 90 essential nutrients, plus extra 60 essential minerals, plus another 18 minerals. It's a very, very unique program, and we wanted a prefab program that everybody could start with if they didn't have any diagnosed issues, to give themselves everything they need to maximize their health and longevity. Okay? And what we found was that all of the nutrients are required by all vertebrates, whether you're a human being or a flamingo or a hummingbird or a deer, crocodile, porpoise, fish, turtle, you name it, pigs, rabbits, wombats, all vertebrates require the same 90 essential nutrients. And if they're deficient in any one of these things, you get the same deficiency diseases. Now, that's why my thesis is in the Smithsonian Institute as Natural Treasure. It represents 20,000 autopsies, 10 million chemistries, 10 million slides of special stains. Quite a deal. Most research projects in health and nutrition and prescriptions and diseases work with 50 white rats or 50 dogs or 300 humans, okay? Well, nutrients never occurred equally. They were never equally distributed across the crust of the earth. That's why there's some places on earth, we're talking about third world countries. They don't have hospitals and insurance and doctors and stuff like that, yet they're in the top 20 longevity cultures on earth. And when you look for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, wood was the universal fuel. If you needed fire, wood was your fuel. And of course, that was for cooking and heat and light and tools and weapons. Excuse me. About 1,000 years before the coming of Jesus, people began to put wood ashes in their gardens as fertilizer, and they didn't realize that wood ashes were really minerals that the tree had sucked up out of the ground. And again, this went on until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882, on Pearl Street, New York City, the bluff overlooking the construction of Brooklyn Bridge. Let's see here, the switch was pulled by Thomas Edison. He lit up 50 small businesses on Pearl Street. There's a museum there to that event. Well, over 10 years, every town, municipality, and city in the industrialized world converted from wood as the universal fuel to electricity, and there's two questions you have to ask. Okay, number one, how many wood ashes are left over in your home when you fuel your home with electricity? None, zero, zippo, nada. Second question, what did you replace your traditional source of nutritional minerals with when you went to electricity from wood? Well, nobody knew that wood ashes were not ashes. 99% of that powder we call wood ashes are really just minerals that the tree sucked up out of the ground. We put those minerals in the gardens. The plants sucked up the minerals. We ate the plants. We got our minerals that way. When we went to electricity, we lost that source, and farmers only put NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, the minimum requirements by plants to make good seeds for the next generation. Vertebrates, on the other hand, need 60 nutrients from the soil. You could be 57 short. So we came up with a Healthy Start Pack to guarantee all 90 essential nutrients. Okay? As a result of this failure of the system to work properly for the citizens of the United States and the citizens of the world, America ranked 43rd when it comes to longevity. There's 42 other countries whose peoples live longer than us, even though we spend more money for health care than all of them combined. Kids are going to be the first generation Americans that do not live as long as their parents. According to Johns Hopkins, not me, each year in their workplace, hospitals, by simple mistakes, medical doctors kill 251,000 patients. Every 4 years, they kill 1 million patients by simple mistakes. Yet people continue to go to them. I find that amazing. Okay? And then, of course, let's see, 50% of all Americans have heart disease. Heart disease is one of the, probably the number one cause of heart death in America is cardiovascular disease, everything from high blood pressure and strokes and aneurysms and hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, sudden heart death, and so on. Okay, so I urge you to contact your Youngevity associate, get a hold of the book, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the CD, the DVD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Another new CD goes along with it, A Stick of Butter Day Keeps the Doctor Away. the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, the CD Immortality, Forever Young, and of course the, let's see here, we also want to get a hold of the book Rare Earths Been Cures and get a hold of the CD Dead Athletes Don't Lie and the CD, let's see here, Exercise Without Supplementation of Suicide. Read Chapter 11 of that book, Rare Earths Been Cures. Learn how to collect hair, how to package it, where to ship it, and how to read the results. And learn about mineral deficiencies. You can only tell by hair analysis. You really can't tell much, maybe a couple of things, by blood test. When your blood calcium is real high, say 3 times higher than it's supposed to, medical doctors will say, don't eat dairy, don't supplement with calcium. When in reality, your blood calcium is high because your parathyroid glands are pulling calcium out of your bones because you have low calcium. You need more calcium when your blood calcium is high. Doctors get it all wrong. That's why we're in trouble. We have to take over because the medical system has failed. A lot of nice people in the medical system, nurses and doctors and technicians and administrators and so forth. But the system has failed us. And if you don't take over and make sure that everybody gets their 90 essential nutrients, you'll have grandbabies with terrible birth defects who are totally preventable. You'll be burying your kids. Get everybody on that 90 essential nutrients.
The Youngevity UK and Europe Show with Dr. Wallach.
Thanks for listening to this week's show. If you're listening on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and for more info on the products mentioned in this week's show, check out the links in the description.